Hello everybody, hi and welcome to my channel. I am Echibesem Oben, educational consultant for studying the USA. Today I will be sharing with you what are the questions they will ask you at the visa interview. We are the world, we are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. I want to congratulate you on having come this far in these videos. I've seen that you do have a global mission. You were not meant to be small. And so coming to study in the USA is getting to the biggest stage in the world. You're going to meet so many people from different countries, different philosophies, different technologies, and we need all of that back in Cameroon to be able to emerge. So when you go for visa interview, which means you got your admission, you provided your financial documents and sponsor, your school okayed it, they gave you an I-20, you paid your service fee, $350. You've done your DS-160. You paid for your application fee, $160. You booked your appointment. You're showing up at the interview. There are two basic things they want to know. The first, prove the return on investment. Okay? Now, Cameroon has exceptional universities. I want to assure you that Cameroon is a country where studies are taken very, very seriously. We have exceptional high caliber universities. So why would you spend so much money to go to the USA? There are channels for those who want to migrate and they cost expensive. They're $6,000, $24,000. So the US Embassy does not want people who are trying to use the student route to smuggle themselves into the US. In fact, when a student does that, you get admission, you go to the US, instead of going to school, you disappear into the crowd. Most of these universities block Cameroonians from applying to their university. In fact, God will punish you. Why will you go and block the roads for others? If you didn't want to study, just pass you Docky Road. Huh? It's not bad, 16 countries. A lot of people do it now, they are there. Huh? Why will you take admission and not show up in class and block the road for people who really want to study and really want a scholarship? God will punish you. That's why you see some people are 10 years in the US, nothing to show for it. But let's come back to our interview. So here, they want to meticulously know, show me the return on investment. You are making your family to spend. You're going for 2 years masters, for example. 1 year is $30,000. Your family is spending $60,000. That's just tuition fee. Before you talk about your living expenses. Why this investment? And so you have to show, some people say, when I finish, I'll come back to Cameroon and start a business. Seriously. Business will pay you how much? If you want to start a business when you come back, why don't you just use the $60,000, which is equivalent of what? 30 million, and start the business? Why take it and waste it that you're going to the US to go and study? Do you see? It doesn't make sense. That is why one of my key gifts is to give you the perfect plan for return on investment. Secret, I won't tell you. It's only for my clients. So they want to know the return on investment. If you're going to spend, maybe you're doing your undergraduate is 4 years. So if the school costs $40,000 times 4, $160,000. You had better be doing something that will pay you 7 million a month in Cameroon. So imagine someone going to study pharmacy. That's not very easy in Cameroon. So that makes sense. Okay? Imagine somebody going to study technology, how to create apps for small businesses. That makes sense. You see? because they know that all businesses since the pandemic want to go online, want to be able to use WhatsApp to do business and Facebook. And so if you go and you pick up these skills from where it's known, it's going to pay you a lot. Okay. Now, the second thing they want to know after the return on investment is proof that you're actually going to come back. Now, when you say that, I had a client and the client is like, I want to study accountancy in the US. I say, excuse me. You know better than me that the accounting system of the US is not the accounting system of Cameroon. So you're going to study a master's in accounting in the US to come back and do what? Your studies are useless. The person says, I did not understand. I say, exactly. And so just by the kind of program you use, you might just disqualify yourself from being able to prove that you're going to come back. It helps if you have a family, if you're married. So if you're of marriageable age, you're over your 30s, over your 40s, get married. It's going to help you to prove that you're going to come back to your family. If you have kids, that is a sure proof that you're going to come back. And then, of course, if you're a civil servant, you want to get study leave, and that even, you know, why you might look at it and say, oh, my salary is not much. There's no proof of return. That's not true. As a civil servant, you can become a minister. Okay, so the return on investment is there. You might come back to Cameroon, and because Cameroon sees your potential, you're put as an attaché to a ministry. The return on investment is there. Okay, you might come and continue your work and be agent for Chinese companies. But everybody knows in Cameroon that if you start a business from afresh, even in 10 years, okay, you will not break even. You will not break even. Because the Cameroonian climate, first of all, we are not many in number. Just think of Nigeria. Lagos alone has over 36 million people. Cameroon is only at 25 million. The whole of Cameroon, Lagos has 36 million. So if you create a product in Lagos, just Lagos alone, you don't even need to go out of the city to find other customers. Your ability to be a billionaire is so great. But if you do it in Cameroon, you have transportation problems. How do you leave one region to another? Okay? So they look at this and say, no, who in their right mind will have 30 million? And instead of using the 30 million to start your business, you want to use the 30 million to go to the US and study so that you can come back and start a business. Now, I want to say very clearly to you that international students in the USA are not allowed to work off campus. Okay? I've once heard someone say, no, I'll work. You're only allowed to work on your campus. And it could give you 20,000 a year, 18,000 a year, which right now is under the poverty line. Okay, so you really want to pay attention to these questions. They typically would ask you, how did you find this school? Now, don't be afraid and don't be ashamed to say, I listened to an educational consultant. I paid for an educational. That shows intentionality. Don't say, I Googled it. It's just like I ask you, how did you start your business? You say, I Googled it. That doesn't show any sense of seriousness or responsibility. Okay, if you're at the master's level, you're already an adult and they want to show that you understand where you're going to and what you're spending. If you're at the undergraduate level, they want to realize that you understand how much your parents are sending and you're determined, you have done your homework, you know where you're going. So they will ask you, how did you find this school? Why did you pick this program? What are you going to do once you finish this program? And they're looking at the responses you gave your school while you're talking. They're comparing all these things. Once there's a discrepancy, they say no. But when there's no discrepancy, when you can prove your return on investment, when you can show that you have valid ties to Cameroon, you actually want to make sure Cameroon emerges by making your own contribution. Yay! Visa granted. Go and pay at the next window. Thank you. Subscribe. Get all the videos. And hire me. I make the process easy for you because I'm very good at demystifying the process. Tune in for the next video.